Hey everyone, well it's not the prettiest view, but this is my iPad, so I'm using it to show you some changes that I made to an upstairs, well it was a TV room, and now I've turned it into my little office. And this is where I can do things like watch videos on this beautiful little faux fireplace. And by the way, that is it's electronic, but it actually is a heater as well. If you see the little buttons there above the fireplace, that actually can be turned on for a heater, not just the look of a fireplace. And I know it doesn't look really like a real fire, but there's something about it just kind of makes you feel like you're sitting in the room with the fire in the fireplace. And I just recently got that little kind of mantle doily up there with the little pine cones. Can you see that pretty good? And I got that from Victorian Trading Company. Victorian Trading Company, yeah, that's what you call it. And it was just to kind of make it look a little more Victorian here. And I got this clock from, not Pottery Barn, Pier 1. And I thought it was so cute, and the little candle next to it was so cute, and it would kind of brighten up the room and give it a little bit of a modern edge. Set it on a book that looks interesting about gardens. Nothing in this room is going to be something that brings tension. This is a room for relaxation. And this is a bowl of candies and one of my favorite Mikasa glass bowls that I got for my wedding, our wedding, I should say. And those are sugar-free candies, so I don't even have to have guilt about it being in there. That is a needlepoint that my mother, who has gone to heaven, did, so that's a very prized piece, even though it's a small piece. And behind it's just a pretty little pink candle. And then over here is, I tried to make this an interesting little, let's see, am I doing this well? Okay. An interesting little area. I want to have a lamp on this end. Love candles. You'll see a lot of candles in here. And then, of course, you have to have your electronics that make the TV work, the beautiful large screen TV work. And then also down there are some of my old movies, and so that they don't look so ugly, I put them in a pretty, I think it's like a rattan. Look at her. She always has to get into my tablecloths. Always. Stop, Brie, honey. No. Can't play with that. Anyway, and then I put them on some coffee table books that I like. Diana the Portrait, which is a book of pictures that's not widely known as some of her other photographers, but this was the one she was the closest to. And Wonders of Italy. So just some good reading. There's a globe, me and my family when we got married. The official Britain magazine, Glamour, some others. And then just a little place to, because what that actually is right there is a little baby refrigerator in case I want to keep some cold drinks. And I just put a little lace tablecloth over it. And then this is a settee that I got from Pier 1. And above it, a mirror that I already had, so I don't even know where that is. And then you can see the desk. It's massive, I know. It takes up half the room, but I love it. And it has on it, let's see what's on it. Okay, a lamp, a clock, and a little thing that holds, a little coffee mug actually, that holds my pens. I also got that from Pier 1. I trust in the Lord. It's like a nameplate instead. On both sides you can see it has trust in the Lord. I don't know if you can see this. I can't really tell what you're seeing because I need to get a new way to film. I've got the old-fashioned way, which is just using an iPad. Anyway, I'll get back to that in a minute. I've got my little candles down there and a little Keurig set up. And you can see a cup's missing. That's because I've already had some coffee this morning. I love this setup. And what I do is I just have a water carafe right here that you can see. And I pour just that little cup in there, and that's always the right amount to not overflow. A lamp, some little teaspoons. I don't know if you can see that up close, but they're really cute. It's a tiny little spoon in brass, and then you can see that it also has a little tea, which is, or I think that's really for tea, but I like it for coffee. And it's sitting in a little crystal shot glass, which is kind of funny. And then there's just kind of like a little trash can, which really is probably for pens or a vase or whatever. And then I've got my, I got this from Poland when we were in Poland. This is Polish glass. Got it in Krakow on the market square. And then, of course, it's got my Sweet and Low and Stevia. And anyway, here's the desk. Okay, it's a little bit of a mess. And again, this is it from this side. so you can see. I like to keep whatever my essentials are in something pretty. So this is just that same kind of burnished gold look. And inside are stamps, little stickies, and return envelopes from different sources. There's me and my husband, a picture. And then a pretty little clock, pen holders. This is something I recently got from Barnes & Noble, which I thought was really, really cute. And it looks like it's a little book, but when you open it, it's got pictures inside. So I thought that was kind of neat to have there. And then, again, there's the babies. And the nameplate, that's really trust in the Lord. And then there's some daily devotion books that I keep for my prayer time. And I just like to have time in the morning to pray and ask God to take over my day. And then over here is my filing cabinet that matches the desk. And I just put some little things on. I didn't want to overdo it, but at the same time, I wanted it to look like this is a girly office. So I've got a really cute, what am I trying to say here? Eiffel Tower. Because obviously there's a little Paris theme going on here. If you noticed, I got this again at Pier 1, this dress form. Put some pearls on her in one of my favorite bags. I think I got that from, not Talbot's. Let me think a minute. Let me think. I'm pretty sad. I don't really remember where I get stuff. Isn't that pretty sad? Why can't I think? Demi Moore and Kate Hudson are the actresses. Gone. Model for them. And Taylor Loft. There. Okay, it took me long enough. All right, and then down here I have just something reflective so the corner will wake up. So I put a little mirror back there also in case if I'm filming and I need a mirror. I know I've got one handy right by my desk. And a picture of me and my husband, and then just a little note holder that is just cute. And it's actually a little clip, but it's a butterfly, which y'all know by now is my absolute favorite symbol. So, symbol of change beyond understanding. And then just some pretty pearls to tie in the pearls that I have up here. And then a cute little lamp, which I thought was really neat. It's a little teacup or tea kettle lamp. And then this is just a little sitting area by the window. And it has obviously books, magazines, of course my candles, some of my old-fashioned movies. As a matter of fact, they're even VHS movies. And then I have a couple of Bibles for sitting and reading in this corner. Some research books on it, and then just some lightweight books like Tree Houses of the World. That is the coolest book. And then to wake up this area, and also because it was very ugly, I got, if you'll notice, this is like a linen material on this dress form with French writing, and so this is the same thing over here. It's even the same writing. They're both from Pier 1, so that's how that worked. And see the little fleur-de-lis at the top? And I did hang my diploma finally. This also, these little bookshelves have fleur-de-lis. And so if you come over here, you can tell I'm not through. I haven't hung this picture yet. And this is very important to me because that is a cross-stitch piece that I did. And I'm very proud of it because it took me like forever. But anyway, you can see there's a piece I haven't taken out of here yet, but it's like a fold-up picture thing, and I don't think it's going to work. There's not enough wall space. And above that, I've got my little Charleston doggy, garden dog. And as you see over here, this bookshelf also has the fleur-de-lis. So everything's kind of trying to pull together a little Frenchy theme. Not because I love France more than America. I don't love America the most, but there is something kind of romantic about the Paris kind of feel. And then up here, I don't know if you saw that before. This is kind of a tribute to my husband's parents because that book is from his mom to her husband, his dad. And that piece up there is a real antique, I don't know what you call it, but it played those little recording pieces right there. Edison recording pieces. And then, of course, that's a real 1901 or 1910 working phone. So I thought that was kind of a neat touch to this kind of old-fashioned look in the room. So the babies are wanting me to go to... Look what Brie does. She puts a ball down in something so that she can get me to play with her. Is that sad? I need to go play with her. By the way, because this room's so small and long, I had to be very creative. I got that small settee from Pier 1, and I really love it. It's really comfortable, and it's, to be so small, it fills the room pretty good, so it's kind of perfect for this room. Okay, girls, be nice. Anyway, I still got to hang my clock, and I didn't have a lot of room for magazines, and as y'all know, I love them. So there's another one of those little baskets underneath the chair, and I have little magazines and books in there if I ever want to sit and read. So anyway, I don't know when I'd have time for that, but okay, I better go before the children kill themselves. Are y'all having a good time? As usual? You playing? Okay. So, anyway, that is my new office, my new girly office. So, hope you enjoyed it. See you soon. Bye.